Hey all, here OS Reviews. You're watching our hands-on review of the DOSS SoundBox Pro. This is their newest wireless Bluetooth speaker, and even though it's the first time that we're checking out one of their products, they have been making speakers for a very long time, originally founded in 1999, and they actually have a few bestsellers on Amazon in the speakers category. Battery life is rated at 12 hours, which is about average, I'd say, and it has two 10-watt drivers, or 20 watts combined, which is fairly impressive for a pretty small overall size. And on top, we just have a quick instruction manual that is documenting the various ways to connect it. You can use auxiliary cable as well if you don't want to use wireless Bluetooth. You should also see the charging cable using micro USB. A quick look at the design of the speaker first. Now it does come in two colors. This is the black version, but also comes in a white. So you can choose the option that you like best. And there's a kind of navigation pad on the side. We have the extra bass boost key here and the dedicated power switch. The entire body of the speaker is made out of a soft touch rubber material, which makes it very grippy and doesn't attract too many fingerprints, which is nice to see, and also kind of adds that durable look because, again, this is waterproof, so you can submerge it in water, it can fall into a pool and still survive. On the back, we have a rubber flap that covers up the micro USB for charging. There's also a micro SD card slot, so if you want to pop in a card that's preloaded with music, it can play it back directly without hooking up to a phone. So now let's power it up and do a quick test of the audio next. A few takeaways for the audio quality. Overall, the sound is excellent, and it's actually quite rich in terms of the bass. The extra bass boost function does seem to work, but as you maybe observed, it tends to drop the volume of the mids and highs ever so slightly. So the mids and highs in terms of loudness decreases and the bass kind of is amplified a little bit. And the bass is actually composed of this passive radiator that sits in between the left and right channels for the sound. And it does tend to kind of rumble and shake a little bit. It's also very clean sounding, so even though we're pausing the music right now, if we listen closely, there's no static or distortion. Usually with low-cost Bluetooth speakers, if you pause the music, you can still hear a little bit of a hiss in the background. But on these, they are pretty much silent when you aren't playing back any sound. The audio is also mapped to the video, I would say reasonably well. It might not be the best in terms of latency in the world. You can notice that if I tap on pause, there's a split second before the video actually pauses on the phone. So it's not going to be maybe quite as ideal if you're watching back an extremely fast action sequence. So next we're going to do a quick demo of the TWS by pairing two of these speakers up to the phone. So again, I have to say I'm really impressed because I don't think I've tested out Bluetooth speakers with the TWS working as seamlessly as these yet. Kind of the process of pairing multiple speakers tends to be a little clumsy, but on these they have a dedicated key that says add. All you need to do is tap on this key for a few seconds, tap it also on the other speaker, and they will automatically sync within just a few seconds. And you can tell that the color of the lights are also calibrated so that they're the same between these, so they really are in sync. And furthermore, if you tap on the extra bass, you can tell how both of them are activated in the same mode, which is cool. And you can still access the controls, including volume and play pause, on both of these speakers as well. So that's been our hands-on review of the DOSS SoundBox Pro. Overall, for my first speaker that I've tested from this company, I have to say, again, I'm really impressed just because of how easy everything is to set up. The fact that the lights here are just extremely cool in terms of the design and the aesthetic. It's actually quite durable. The extra bass boost function is very unique, and sound quality is also better than what I expected. Even though the latency can maybe be improved if for maybe watching movies, I would say that for music listening, it packs a punch. It's a significant upgrade to any speakers built onto your phone or tablet. You can check out more details in the links down below, but that's been our video. This has been the DOSS SoundBox Pro.